It's a beautiful day here in the Ozarks, and I'm Laura with Jot and Tittle Typewriters. Thanks for joining me today, and thanks for checking out this Royal Quiet Deluxe. This is a 1957, and the color of it is a tan crinkle, but it has this pinky hue to it. I really like it. It's very pretty. I happen to be a fan of the Royal Quiet Deluxe. It's just a very good typewriter. So let's take a look at it. Here is your paper holder right here. These have magic margins. If you go to my typewriter tips, it'll show you how to set magic margins. And you'll see them here on each side. This is your paper release, which releases the tension on the paper. Now this particular typewriter does have different signs of wear on it. It's not, I mean, we've cleaned it up, but it's not a super clean typewriter, but it still looks really good. It has signs of wear. The finish is actually in pretty good condition. You'll just see some chipping here and there. And this is cracked right here on the knob, but the Royal Quiet Deluxe is just a fun typewriter to use. I have been switching over from my Smith Corona Electric to write my paper to the Royal Quiet Deluxe, and I don't know why, but when it comes to a manual typewriter, I really love using them. So I think you're gonna love using these as well. So to release the carriage, there's a handle or a lever right here, and there's also one right here behind the handle on each side. So you just pull that in, and that, and the carriage will move however far you have the margins set. So I'm gonna bring the margins in just a hair. Bring it in here and set those margins. Now this has a tab selector, and what you need to do is pop open this top and you'll see this is how you set your tabs, okay? So you just press and drag. That's how that works. Very handy. You don't have to worry about losing the little metal pieces, and it's hidden, so perfect. Voila. Okay, I'm gonna move this over to the left. Oh, here's your return handle, and then your line selector is right here, 1, 2, or 3 lines. And then this releases your roller so that you can adjust it to, if you need to fill out a form, or if you need to do subscript, superscript, whatever, just make sure you re-engage so that your roller clicks, and voila. Okay, let's open the top. You press that button to open the top. Inside, you'll see a universal ribbon. The universal ribbon fits most typewriters. It is a 2-color ribbon, black on top, red on bottom when it is time to change out your ribbon. It's easy to pop in and pop out. Just make sure you reference this image, which you'll find in the link in the description below, so you know how to thread your ribbon properly. And then also there's a couple videos under typewriter tips that teach you how to thread your ribbon. Okay, when you get to the end of the spool, it's not the end of your ink. There's a lot of ink in this ribbon, so you need to reverse the direction right there. You just go back and forth, and it'll reverse your ribbon. How do you know when it's time to reverse the ribbon? Well, sometimes the typewriter will just stop and get really stiff on you, or the font is going to get really faint, and then you just stop, reverse the direction of your ribbon, and keep going. Touch control, that just determines how hard these type bars strike your paper, so you just set it to your personal preference. I normally can't tell much of a difference, but it's up to you. And then your color selector is right here, black, red. White is stencil, you won't ever use it, and so if it's on that selection, you're not gonna type very well, so make sure it's on red or black. Close that up, put this over. Let's go ahead and do our typing demo. Okay, so I got a piece of paper here, and we'll just set that right there. Turn the handle, bring that through, make sure the paper goes underneath the metal bar. I like to come up to make sure it's even, and it's perfect. If it wasn't even, then that's when you pull forward this paper release, and that releases the tension of the paper. Let's go ahead and do our typing. So this one does have a number 1, yay! And it is a 1957 Royal Quiet Deluxe. Oh my goodness, this types so easy, you guys. So easy. Yeah, so the tombstone keys, if you have petite hands like I do, this is gonna be easy for you. Also, kids are gonna be able to type on this very well. The keys just have a nice spring back. The keystroke is very smooth. Great typewriter. Let's go ahead and check out all the keys. I didn't put a typewriter pad underneath, and you can, if you notice that as I'm typewriting, it's shifting this typewriter around. So we now have non-slip typewriter pads, and if you go to jotandtittletypewriters.com, you'll find non-slip typewriter pads, you'll find typewriter covers, you'll find our, we have a variety of ribbon options for you, and every Saturday morning, our latest typewriter listings. So, I do recommend using a typewriter pad. I just forgot to put it underneath. Y'all, this is so easy. This actually types better than mine, and I really like mine. But mine's a very pretty blue. But this one actually types better, which is awesome. Okay, the margin, the bell tells you, hey, you're at the end of your, sorry, I just got interrupted there, but the margin release, the bell tells you that you're into your margin, so you need to hit the return handle, or in this case, I'm gonna keep going and I'll show you that it'll stop eventually. Okay, so here it stopped. It's not gonna let me type anymore. So margin release, just hit that and you can keep going. If you need to, sometimes it'll stop right in the middle of a word or a thought, and that's when it comes in handy. So normally you would just hit the return handle and keep going. Okay, let's do the red ribbon. Boy, I'm sliding all over the place there. Margin release, get the E on that. Okay, y'all, this is another amazing typewriter. I would add it to my collection, but I do have some coming already just for me. So I will put this one up for sale, but this one is amazing, okay? Like I said, this actually types better than the one I have. And even though it has some chipping in various parts, you know, it's older, it's vintage, you can see the exterior is still in really good condition. There's some yellowing on the keys, there's some pitting here and there, but it's still a fantastic looking typewriter. The handle is cracked, but and so it does show signs of wear, but it's not terrible. I mean, in fact, it still looks really good. So thanks so much for watching. I hope this helped you decide if you love this or not, or if you have your own, maybe it helped you learn how to use your typewriter. Thanks so much for watching. Please like our videos. That sure helps us along, and have a blessed day.